The fact that Core has that gauntlet, that has that hammer, it will give him a little bit of kill pressure onto this Ada pick with that high force that comes with the hammer attacks. I feel like this is going to be a pretty interesting mix-up, and as a Core player yourself, what do you think about this?
I actually think Core is in one of the best spots right now that he's been in a while.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I couldn't even continue my sentence. Doritos boy is coming straight out of the gate with these guns, with these spear combos on the Ada. Clearly this man is warmed up and he is just not even letting lucasb20 get a breath.
This is the DB, this is the Doritos boy I remember from last year. The completely pressure-driven combo starter Doritos boy that just puts his opponent on the back foot every single chance he gets. Now DB throwing out some kill options onto Lucas, throwing him way out, chasing him. Can he find it? No, the down air comes out, finds the second one, and there's the kill. Finding it so cleanly, so meanly, and there he is, taking the advantage in the set.
Very nice drop down with the dare. Managed to cover all of lucasb's options to force him into being exactly where he wanted him to be, and then just simply drop down. lucasb doing the same exact thing though with hammer, responding with that Sair, killing super early on that one, and he's barely taking any damage. They're pretty much even now.
Ooh, Lucas trying to continue that combo, getting the gravity cancel down light off stage, but it doesn't quite lead into too much because he caught him kind of midway on the hitbox, and that usually causes your opponent to fall a little bit more than people expect because they usually practice those combos on stage. However, Lucas now getting on stage with this hammer, each one of these aerial attacks doing a huge amount of damage to Ada in general, and 3 of these in a row, that could confirm the kill. Recovery to just make sure, just to finish it off, you know, just in case he even has that small possibility of getting back, just nip that in the bud, get rid of that stock, and push it out the window, because it is gone now. Woo!
Oh, that was a spicy gun combo from DB. The down air into the gravity cancel sidelight, into the chase dodge across Nair, and a nice down tick. It's not quite gonna find the kill. He went for the weapon throw, but Mammoth Fortress platform actually screwed him over there. Floated him over on top of the stage, so the weapon throw didn't go off stage. Mammoth Fortress platform clearly signed a deal with lucasb20 before this set. It's paid off.
Doritos boy trying to hold the edge guard. Mind Gimp onto Lucas. He had the opportunity, the recovery options to get back, but that mental pressure that DB put onto Lucas forced him to take the bad option, and the triple neutral air into pressure. Almost, the recovery almost put him right in the zone of that downlight for Lucas to try to find an oppressive option for that edge guard, and now Lucas has the weapon advantage, throws the hammer away, wondering why that was the pick that he decided to go with. But the neutral seg throwing, bouncing him off the stage. Whew!
Core neutral seg, known for its hitbox, that has produced some ridiculous replays. That was one of them. DB was definitely 100% behind lucasb20, but good game knowledge by Lucas to know that one would hit and going for it anyways. All he needs is one more hit. I see him throwing out. Oh, the roll! The roll!
The meatball rolling out with the hammer finish. That down sig. Something you don't normally see people throw out, especially with the hammer, but there it is, the finisher. DB taking the fall, game number 1. And there it is. One more game left for Lucas to move on to the next round. And DB's got to figure out what he needs to do on this Ada pick to flip it back around, push into game 3.
Yeah. Right now, I didn't quite see where they went for stage, but I'd imagine, yep, just going straight back to the Mammoth, a balanced map. I felt like neither of them were really losing too much because of the map, aside from that one little thing with the Mammoth Fortress platform for DB. And already getting started with these guns combos. Nice job keeping lucasb off of the weapon for as long as possible. lucasb, though, finding the weapon throw into the dash side light. Nice down air Sair. A combo that you'll only ever... that sounded so weird to say just because you don't see that combo on any other weapon. Down air into Sair. But lucasb responding with some damage of his own. Nice neutral light spaced out perfectly. He read the spot dodge and backdashed into a reverse side sig. That was great conditioning and punishing by Doritos Boy.
To be honest, I've been waiting for that the entire time from Doritos Boy, because that's one of the most like iconic signature moves from the Ada kit is that side sig. People love throwing that out in lower elos and higher elos, no matter where you are in rank. So it's kind of like finally to see that is now I can truly say that this guy is an Ada player.
You're not an Ada player until you start using the side sigs when they're in deep red.
Exactly. I mean, it's got a lot of kill pressure. It's got a lot of active frames. People like throwing that out in ranked, so I don't see why it wouldn't work in a tournament setting either.
Right now, though, DB actually just lost his spear through it and couldn't quite pick it back up, but the guns do spawn a little bit on that Mammoth Fortress platform. Nice wait out for that down air. Another down air. Into side air, into a weapon throw. That should be it for Lucas's stock. Crispy gun combos coming out from DB right now. He's looking really comfortable on these guns in particular.
Crispy and crunchy indeed. Now DB positioning himself on stage, trying to get a lot more damage with these guns, doing a fantastic job at keeping the pressure going. The recovery coming off the top into another neutral light, and he just put Lucas from white into orange off of one string of attacks, constantly and consistently. This is the kind of gunplay that I love seeing from all sorts of pro players in the circuit. The down sig,
that sig is absolutely horrible. It actually sent Lucas nowhere. I was so surprised. I was expecting Lucas to fly away, but he went basically nowhere. Still good for the damage, though. The more damage that DB builds up, the more he can kill him with any of these spear attacks, except for that down air. The Sarah will kill, the recovery will kill, the ground pound will kill, or any sig. So really, Doritos Boy has options here, but Lucas, after using about 5 D-Sigs in a row, is able to find the kill onto DB. He's so deep in the red that nearly any move will kill him. But I mean, yeah, okay, that Sarah shot him right off the side of the map.
And he gets the hot JV2 with that as well, with the fresh one stock left. And that evens up the set, of course, putting it into game number 3. Doritos Boy and lucasb20 final game. This is their tournament lifeline here. Both of their tournaments coming to a culmination, to a point where whoever loses here will be done for the day, and the other one will be moving on. It's so hard to tell who will take this down, because both of these players have been playing out of their mind so far.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, right now, going into game 3 rather, on Twilight Grove. Neither of them wanted to go back to Mammoth, since each one got 1 Mammoth game apiece. Twilight, as stated many times, seems to be the second popular map out of all of these maps here. And off to a start.
I remember it was one of the most picked maps as well last time during the last Brazilian regional qualifier, so it's kind of not too surprising to see it out so much more now. But I also kind of like the fact that we do see a lot of smaller maps, such as Brawlhalla, getting picked a lot more as well than what we saw before. Of course, then again, Brawlhalla wasn't even a map back then, so it wasn't even an option for them to pick. But that's irrelevant.
That was a nice nair into gravity cancel D-Sig. There weren't many directions there that DB could have dodged to not get hit by that, and a great job finishing off the stock for Lucas B. Doritos Boy probably going to be looking for some of those combos off of the wall. Just narrowly missed that downlight into dash jump recovery. That combo is actually true if you land it correctly, but it's very difficult to land consistently, especially at higher damages. Right now, Lucas is just zoning DB off of this weapon. DB can't get anywhere close. The reverse Sarah, but he bumps his head. Lucas bumps his head. He's okay.
After that much pressure, after that much flashy play from Lucas, I was about to be so incredibly sad if he ended up bonking his head and falling to his death off of a Z. That would have been so unfortunate. But he did manage to make his way back. But DB, the ever opportunistic player that he is, managed to find the right response and punish that mismanagement accordingly. And that was good on his part. Now he just has to manage this stock right now in order to prevent himself from getting knocked out, which Lucas has a great position on him to do. And the down say gravity cancel wake up is going to do it.
Yeah, DB was in a really rough position there. Guns are very good at staving off attackers when they're on the edge, but getting up from the edge is a much harder task due to the fact that the recovery is very linear. So they can kind of just wait that out and punish. And right now he's starting to get some of these combos going on the guns that he had going last game, but if he can't find this kill, then it's not going to be enough to bring this match even.
Already, Doritos boy making his approach, trying to get a little bit of this damage disparity evened up between the two. We're going to see a neutral air as Doritos boy comes out right underneath it. Oh, look for the side air. Another one. There it is. There's the pogo stick in the side air. Looking for that kill option. Oh, just playing around so dangerously around this hammer play from Lucas. And now losing his hammer. The weapon throw not going to connect. And now Doritos boy looking for some kind of edge guard pressure. Is going to have to back off just a little bit to pick up that weapon. And both players finding something here. Lucas too close to get that connection from the weapon throw. And Doritos boy finds the kill. Down light into the recovery, and now Lucas on his last stock as well. This could go either way. Doritos boy still in his yellow health of the stock, and Doritos boy doing a good job at building up damage against the two. Lucas with the hammer has the proper tool in hand to get a lot of damage built up against an Ada pick with low defense just like this.
Yeah, right now just looking at Doritos boy almost got that bounce off of the wall into the recovery. He didn't quite go for it though. I don't think the angle was right either way. And right now Doritos boy in a very dangerous situation. Lucas is throwing out those SIGs, any of which would probably kill at this point in time, but DB managed to get in and grab the weapon. This is just so tense right now for both players. They've got to be so nervous. Their hands are shaking. Oh, the spear side air.
This could go either way at this point. Lucas looking for an opportunity, gets spiked into the ground. The pogo coming out off that wall, and that is gonna do it. Lucas getting taken out right at the end.